Primal plus Invoker Sunstrike pickoffs, because you need to create time and space on the map by killing heroes or like getting pickoffs so that you delay the game.
Sure. I see that. Okay. Well, I like the game plan. Is there a specific draft you like? Do you like early tempo in general these days? Do you like this PARIVISION lineup, or do you like the insurance policy?
I like the insurance policy here. I feel like the Primal kind of rounds things off very nicely. It gives them some catch. It gives them like a body to defend the towers early on, get kills here and there. And it kind of also ensures that the Medusa and Invoker, which are both very greedy heroes by nature, to have enough space on the map to farm, as long as they don't really get run over in the lanes. I think if that doesn't happen, at least you break even in the beginning of the game. I feel like they have a pretty good shot throughout all stages of the game. The early game can be dealt with the Invoker running around to react. I think he has to really make sure that he is there wherever the Pangolier tries to gank the side lanes. He can't let the Pango dictate too much of the play by controlling runes and ganking your side lanes.
Understood. Well, do you think we'll see what he can do here? I am seeing, by the way, more games for Quaswex following the trend. Oh, Soneko's just dead, pardon me. That was fast. And plenty of tips here. PARIVISION off to a different start. Everyone's going to go ahead and tip 9 class here as we kick things off here in Group A for DreamLeague Season 24. AVULUS versus PARIVISION, fresh off of their Grand Finals 2-0 victory here. We'll see what can go differently this time, as PARIVISION will be looking for a win. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's an early first blood, though. Certainly a nice start for PARIVISION. We'll also get the D ward early on in that mid lane.
Yeah, I guess they were just tipping him because he took the last hit, right? They wanted to give it to the mid hero, but he just took it. I guess that was why they tipped him. I mean, end of the day, not the end of the world. And Pango against Invoker, I already mentioned this is not an easy matchup for Pango, because you can use Tornado to remove the buff from your shield crash, so it's very annoying for Pango in the lane. But on the other hand, I just feel like all he needs to do is just make sure he survives, gets his levels, and he needs to be rotating around to play for the side lanes more, especially the Enigma.
Well, traditionally, that's been no one's strength a bit more, right? Stormstormer has been kind of the chase enemies out of lane. You kind of described them, especially with the Quaswex Invoker, which is going to get very oppressive. Do you think that'll be enough, just kind of dominating in this mid lane? He's off to a great start, 6-4, of course, early.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if he loses his lane, it's not like definitely the end of the world, He just needs to be patient, take runes, and because his objective in this early game is not really to win his lane. He's going to get his levels, and he's going to have to play for the side lanes, help the Luna, help the Enigma. I think Enigma is the bigger priority out of the other two side lane cores. Luna doesn't really need as much in the early game. Enigma, on the other hand, needs to start the game well. You don't really want to be behind from the lanes as Enigma. That's not why you pick the hero. So as long as Enigma's having a good game, Pango should be fine.
What do you think about the lane that AVULUS then have here, right? Because they picked this lane knowing full well the Enigma was here, right? Oh, has a bit of trouble. Oh, Smiling Knight just torn apart by those Eidolons, and Soneko, again, kind of another weak laner here. This is kind of what I was going to ask you, Winter. Seems like this is, I don't want to say a free lane, but a good draft advantage for PARIVISION here.
Yeah, this is like not the best type of lane for Phoenix, because usually you see Phoenix, I think Falcons comes to mind. And whenever they pick Phoenix, they always try to pair it up with like a melee hero, like an Elk, Phoenix with Elk, or Phoenix with what is the other melee hero? You need like a strong laner, or like at least something like a Weaver, like they can kind of help you in the first level, especially first 2 levels, because Phoenix is very weak at the early levels. You are strong when you get level 3, when you have the second point in the Fire Spirits, but before that you're not the strongest laner, so you don't really see Phoenix plus Medusa that much. They have a lot of very nice combos in the mid-late game team fights where you can use Stone Gaze to protect the egg, but in the early game they are both kind of weak in the first few levels.
And you're a 0 armor hero as well, right? Which certainly is not going to help these.
Yeah, I mean, I did say that he might be okay, throwing Fire Spirits onto the summons, but yeah, you said you can't really trade to the Eidolons because of the lack of armor.
Oh, good snowball. Avoids the glimpse, and DreamLeague, I don't think he's dead here, but he's going to take a lot of damage. That EMP pulse, not enough, as DreamLeague still alive. Gets out of this thanks to that fairy fire. Lotus in the inventory for Eki, but it's Crystallis who will at least be able to deal a lashing as he walks back those two enemy offlaners.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, good exchanges there from both sides, and now they need to kind of pull the wave back. DreamLeague did like a half pull, so the wave is going to go back eventually. But right now the Primer is going to have one wave at least under his tower, so he's going to be happy at the moment.
Sure.
And bot lane, Suneko, they got him again.
Oh, yeah. Is he in trouble, this Phoenix? Down bottom, he's fine. He's fine for now. He gets the Icarus dive away, but he won't be too helpful here for Smiley Knight for some time. Certainly unable to help deny either of these two range creeps. Lane continues to push in right next to this Enigma's tower. Things are looking pretty peachy for DM, we have to say, right? 18 and 12? It's off to a great start. Speaking of CS mid lane, we see our mid laners doing just fine as well, right? I mean, sure, a lot of denies for Stormer, but it is still no one who is off into the jungle collecting or trying to collect his bounty rune, as it's effectively denied by Eki. It's a sneaky rotation there to deny the bottle refill, but he's doing
a very good job in the lane. You know, it's not really falling behind. I mean, the deny part is like whatever, you know, that 5 creeps, you know.
Sure.
Overall, he's getting good amount of XP. But the rune denied by Eki, that is actually quite bad for him because he doesn't have any resource right now. So he's kind of really hoping that somebody is going to die and maybe refill his bottle. Or he has to wait for the 6-minute runes and get bounty runes.
It seems like it. So it could be a weak timing then. We'll see how
if he survives to that, you know, he is really low at the moment.
Well, this is where Stormer thrives as well, right? Especially on the Invoker. Sure, it's no Exort Invoker, but it's still one of his favorites. 9 class here, getting aggressive. They're going to turn for DM as Eki through the Twin Gates. He's going to join down bottom, the rebound. Oh, but the Ice Shards, big stick out from DM. The right-click damage with Tag Team, by the way, for Eki. 9 class with a quick little dispose. 9 class isn't even going to die here either. Eki still tanking tower shots. There's another few Eidolons. TP's coming in. That's courtesy of this mid lane. No one who collects the kill now into Eki. 9 class. He won't get a third. No one makes sure to get this one going his way. That's going to be a refill. Seems like he ran home Winter and was able to keep
he bought boots and
he
bought boots and he just went back to the base, and now he gets a kill and perfectly on time for the 6-minute power run, you know, so he didn't really miss too much. He's gonna get an Invis rune on top of that, so that's very nice for no one.
Very nice indeed. DreamLeague also, he saved that observer ward. There is an enemy observer ward that has just seen them rotate away, but Stormer actually had a sentry set up that could have caught that dire ward mid. He didn't end up seeing it though. A little bit unlucky for him. Jibe should be fine, I imagine. He's got his Tusk now actually running back into the lane. An additional TP here is courtesy of the Invoker. Tornado. Oh, it almost swept up Crystallis. Will that be the difference maker here? Snowball running after him. Ice Shards off the mark. And now the rebound stun from 9 class. Could this be a potential turn? Seems like it's still good enough for the kill onto DreamLeague. Eki tanking tower shots here yet again. Looks like he'll suffer a familiar fate to that of down bottom, as it's 9 class on a killing streak now on the support Marcy. The Luna lives, however. Stormer still gets a little bit of action as they will go down bot lane. That's a kill onto the Medusa. And Jibe, he still makes out alive, just barely navigating around the cliffs here. 7-minute madness timing now. Soneko is able to steal away the Wisdom Rune. So that's at least something going his way. He's got Icarus side, but no teleport here, Winter. An additional TP as no one. He's going to go down bottom a second time to collect a second kill here on his Pangolier. But that will be 2 Wisdoms going the way of AVULUS. With Stormer, by the way, sticking around. Doing some tower damage.
Trying to protect the catapult wave. That's actually very nicely done. He doesn't have Alacrity yet to give it to the catapult, but it should deal a lot of damage here to the tower at the very least.
Certainly, and maybe even finally this kill in the 9 class, who gets the rebound out of the Ice Shards. Very nicely played, making sure that the EMP didn't leave him completely dry on mana. This should allow Crystallis to clear out the wagon and save his tier 1 tower a bit longer. Winter did a little bit of casting with with Hades, and he was it you who was saying still that defending this tier 1 tower is the move to be making at this point? Is this an important play for Luna? An important tower, anyway?
Well, it really depends. I mean, it depends on the state of the game. Right now, because he wants to farm the jungle, so having the power up is definitely going to help. But he's not going to be able to help the Marcy here, I guess.
Yeah. Stormstormer still got the tower here, by the way. He really persisted there. Crystallis is going to be able to get a little bit of assistance here. This Trample's doing a lot of work, though. Stick charges, good enough. PARIVISION, they're not losing heroes in this top lane, but I gotta say, Crystallis, he's not really been too comfortable either. He's not getting a lot of farm, and here goes Stormstormer. TP as well for the Tusk. They're going to try and make a play here onto Smiley Knight. Eki comes on through, but it's a 4 versus 2. 4 versus 3 now with no one joining the fray. DM's already died, though. Here's going to be that Thunder Roll. Good for the kill onto DM. Stormstormer as well goes to the Shadow Walk. He is safe and sound as a result. A 1-for-1 trade. I believe that's the 2nd kill now, if not the 3rd onto this Dusa. Hold on. Stormstormer disposed. They've got the dust for him here, and the stuns from the rebound. Those are pretty good fire spirits connecting onto both heroes. Allows Stormstormer to fight a little bit longer here, but eventually he still falls to the thunder strikes of Ducalis.
You're so tanky, you know, getting the spell life still there, but just, you know, too much damage coming off the 3 heroes. And you see how Invoker is really, really scary in the early game, how he was using Ghost Walks to gank the side lanes, go through the 3 gates, back up kill onto the Enigma. But he didn't really save the Medusa at the end of the day. But I would say it was fine, you know, killing the Enigma. Enigma was probably a far bigger kill.
Straight back down bottom, and that's going to give level 6 to DM. They will fortify Shive's TP down bottom. Look how eager AVULUS are eager to defend this. They have a tier, sorry, they've got a ward behind the tower, although... Oh, Stormstormer glimpsed back to the fountain because of the Sentry and Observer. That should be this tower going down. I don't really see them being able to mount a defense, not with 4 heroes pushing here, along with all these Eidolons.
Nope, they certainly can't, but I mean, at the end of the day, they already killed the top tier 1, so it's kind of like a trade in a way.
Right?
And out of the lanes, I feel like AVULUS, they're not really too worried about the outcome, like 1k behind. It's not really the biggest deal. They just need to figure out how to get level 6 on their Phoenix and their Tusk. I mean, Tusk is almost level 6 now.
Breaks, Thunder Vision, but the EMP into the control should stop DM from casting Black Hole. Should stop him, and does stop him, especially with all 5 heroes in the mix of things here.
They got bumped some kills by the Primal. Trampled to death.
Indeed. Okay. Are PARIVISION okay with this kind of a start, though, right? We talked especially about this support duo really hating to play from behind. We talked about no one needing to get these early items. He does have this diffusal. How do you see this game for him now? For them, sorry, being PARIVISION.
I mean, for no one, I think he's happy with the diffusal, the 4 kills and diffusal, but I think overall the state of the game has to be still faster, you know, because you don't have superior scaling compared to the Medusa and the Phoenix in the late game, plus the Invoker. So your lineup with this diffuser timing on the Pango right now, you have to hit a mark. You have to like set up a couple of kills, maybe do a smoke, kill heroes, and kill the mid tower, and then try to find a time to get Roshan with the Enigma. I think those are your 2 important objectives right now.
Would you say at the moment we're still playing around this Enigma, who is level 6, looking maybe for a black hole here, has an opportunity, but it'd just be a solo kill onto Eki. He will throw himself into the face of this Enigma. Oh, a lot of damage. No one almost getting that kill on us. So Neko as well will force the Icarus dive underneath this tier 1 tower. Are we still playing around this DM, or, you know, does the Luna begin to come more into play now? Is no one... they're really looking for Stormstormer in the trees here.
Luna's here. He's playing.
Okay, yeah. They get the trample away. Sorry, the onslaught make it. Tornado only catching 1, but good enough to burn the mana of no one. Tower, fortify, use. Careful here in the trees. Ducalis is baiting them away. Still probably a kill onto Eki here by the looks of things, as he does at least get off a Walrus Punch. Around to the Invoker as well. Stormstormer being focused down. No Ghost Walk available. There's going to be the Supernova. It does force PARIVISION away. Let's see what they can reset now for. Only Smiley Knight here ready to show us. Neko dies, denies power. Shive was just in the middle of 4 heroes. He dies for that. DM tanks this EMP as they continue looking for more, and they have vision for Seneko. He is caught. He is going to be taken down here as no one on a triple kill. Starting to pop off. No black hole needed out from DM either, Winter. That's the tier 1 tower down, a 13-5 lead. Is this the kind of tempo PARIVISION are looking for?
Yeah, but for AVULUS, I feel like they need to really rethink their strategy. I don't think they should be trying to fight into this with the black one. He didn't even need to use the black one. It's just like the rolling thunder plus the eclipse and then disruptor catching stragglers with the eclipse. That was it, you know. So AVULUS have to pay more respect to the PARIVISION lineup at the moment. They have to try to just farm, you know, their heroes. They have a lower lineup overall. Just let the Invoker do the dirty work, you know. Defend the towers, throw a Tornado EMP, burn their mana, delay, buy time, and you push out the side lanes with your Primal and your Medusa or Phoenix, you know, for that matter. I think that they are just overestimating how strong they are right now and not really respecting the fact that the PARIVISION lineup is just strong at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, and a tough fight for Jibe. He kind of jumps in with that onslaught and just eats an eclipse. There's just too many stuns for him to really lock down any.
I think you can fight
hero.
if you're like sure that okay, they just use their big spell. You know, they don't have eclipse.
Could be problematic for him. Yeah, glimpse is on the mark. Yeah, into the static storm. Ducalis wasting no time to drop this one. It is going to take a little bit of an effort from this Luna to get the kill. I don't see Eki having a way out of this one though. And he didn't really disturb Crystallis much either. He's straight into farming those Ancients.
Yeah, they have to be more careful about like not giving away too many kills. It's just like a little bit too much right now for AVULUS. If it happens like one more time, Roshan is gonna go down, and then you're gonna see like a Luna Enigma with auras, glaives hitting your towers, and you're gonna have to give up one by one all your outer towers, and that's gonna be a very, very big pain, you know, for the Medusa, because the Medusa wants all the towers to be up so that you can farm your jungles, clear your ancients, and keep your economy going. You know, if you kind of run into a problem with no jungle camps to farm, then it's gonna be like a huge timing that your opponents can abuse. You know, because you still don't have your items on Dusa. They know you don't want to fight, so they're gonna take all your towers.
Right. Right. Well, we've hit our first big time in at the very least for Smiling Knight. Hold that thought actually, because over near this twin gate, we've caught DM. It wasn't Roche coming through the gate. Big pick off there. 9 class still in the vicinity though. The rest of PARIVISION smoked up, but not eager to really overextend for the fight. So we'll just have to let DM fall and continue farming around the map. But nothing too big coming out here as far as like big items on the horizon for AVULUS. Like I said, this is the Blade Mail completed now for Shibe. He's going to go into the BKB. That was a big kill for him, so he's got the first component done. Stormer mid. I think ought to be fine. 9 class really putting the fear of Marcy in him though. Chases him all the way to their tier 2 tower.
Yeah, I mean the BKB is very, very important for the Primal. If you don't have BKB, you're not really running in and casting your ulti against a Disruptor and a Rolling Thunder. So I can understand that. Some games I think it's okay to get a pipe, but this game BKB has too much value in the team fights, especially against Disruptor itself. Top lane, we see Echo.
Yeah,
he has no dive.
Nicely done. That was no one TPing to the gate from behind. They'll get this D-ward and they will be able to clear control. Maybe even push a tier 1 tower with this. I don't know. This amplified damage is about to run out. But very nice sequence of events here again from PARIVISION.
Yeah, they need to be constantly pressuring. Try to keep the ball rolling. Roshan is definitely on their minds right now. It's nighttime. It's at top. They place a nice ward on the top side to scout the rotation. So Roshan should be on the menu next, you know, for them.
He might show on the wave here. Be problematic for him, but we'll look towards the triangle where Soneko is trying to escape without having to use the Supernova. Unfortunately, now he's really got no option. He dies. TP's canceled to the outpost. That might give DM the green light to dive further as they see Eki underneath this tier 1 tower. They're going to try and cut him off here next to the Tormentor. Up to the high ground they go. Snowball in time, but no way out of this one here for Eki as he is going to go down.
Yeah, they're just not really, you know, sure what they need to do, you know. I feel like the supports on AVULUS, they have to just prioritize in pushing out the waves. I feel like the bot lane, like the farm where the Medusa can't really go to, like Phoenix should just be there shuffling out the waves, and you want to be forcing rotations, right? You want to make them go back and defend their towers. So they can't do this, you know. So PARIVISION, they can't group up easily as 5 and just take all your towers and get Roshan eventually. I think they need to really identify that and try to focus on doing that.
Now, one thing that we haven't really seen PARIVISION do a whole lot of, Winter, not to say they're doing this wrong, but I think it's an interesting concept for you to explain. We don't see PARIVISION like going in and hunting the Medusa, right? They're more objective focused. Do you think that's the right move, and why or why not for a lineup like this?
I mean, they're not hunting the Medusa, but they're taking away farm, right? Because the Medusa wants to be in the Ancients area. Sure, you're farming bot, but bot is not your gold mine, you know. The triangle and the Ancients on the left side of the map, that's where you want to farm the most. You get the most economy out of that area. So by driving her out of that area, it is essentially as good as hunting her down.
Understood. I think I casted with Ponlo. He called this bottom part of the map the food street. Apparently that's what the Chinese players call it.
The food street.
They call it the food street, you know? Because it's just, you just go up and down the food street, right? And get farmed. Decky, he will die mid. I think that's a fine death, I guess, for him, right? He was just, he knew that he was just pushing out one way, buying a bit of time.
Collecting the bad farm, the dangerous farm as support.
Yeah, exactly. It's Shibe here. 9class is giving chase to the M as well. Pretty speedy. No more drum charges for him, though, but he's about to get these bongo boots online. No one with the haste rune. He's going to be able to connect here. Shibe, he's got no way out of this one. Stormer, he's going to have to bail out as well as Ducalis. He even connects from the outpost. This could be a Roche go, perhaps. I'm not sure. I mean, this tier 1 tower is down. Is there a particular item we're waiting for PARIVISION to move into Roche? It's going to move in 45 seconds.
They have... I feel like they don't really need to wait for anything. They just need to bring their heroes over and kill Roche. You know, there's nothing AVULUS can do here.
Bongo Boots about to come online for DM. Additional move speed. Pretty nice to do the ice wall. Pretty good against Icarus dive slow, I guess.
Good at killing the egg. Attack speed.
Very true. Yeah, very true. I always think about that active just for the move speed, but you're absolutely right. That attack speed is just good.
Speed, Richie, you know, it's not a small amount.
It's no joke. That used
you know what 50 attack speed is? Hyperstone.
Look, they're just going to go right into it. Crystallis here leading them straight to this tier 2 tower. Shibe realizes this is not a very safe place to farm, but they don't want to lose this Tormentor. Although, careful here. Zero's rotating on over. So Nako got baited here, unfortunately. I think he realizes he's got no way out. PARIVISION just setting the traps now, and the items continue coming online for them, Winter.
It's okay, he cleared the creep wave, you know, he understood his job. He took out the wave, but just couldn't get out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because no one wants to push out the middle lane, you know, so usually you just tell the support to go do it, you know, because it's just way too dangerous. You clear the wave quickly, and hopefully they don't catch you.
A little close. Luckily, he's got plenty of healing spells from the shovel. It'll be all right. You know, that's mechanism. No, we got mechanism at home.
He knows his limit, Richie. He's not gonna die, you know.
Very true. He would have EMP pulsed before he died. Oh, careful here. Careful here, so Nako, this is going to be a costly death. No supernova for 30 seconds, Winter.
And they caught the disruptor behind.
Though. Yeah. Not before he dropped the static storm. So we've seen a few heroes in 9class. He feels emboldened. He's just going to run straight on in. That could be trouble. Tornado from Stormer is good
that's
enough.
A nice tornado.
Try and delay them, but it's not good enough as no one. He's going to get involved with this Thunder Roll. Wants to find Shibe. Has found him now. Eki looking to try and secure the kill with the Walrus Punch. Instead, he eats the Eclipse from the Luna. Snowball will buy him a little bit more time as they're on top of Smiling Knight. No one still can't get that kill onto Shibe with the Axe. He actually picks it up onto Eki instead. Ice Wall does make this a little bit of an awkward disengage. Boy, he's going to be able to escape. Whip to get him out. Have we seen a black hole all game? This would be a nice opportunity. Just not enough mana here for DM as here comes the counter initiation. Stormer out of mana. They've got the Supernova now behind as they bought enough time for him to respawn, but it's only the kill on a 9class. That being said, it's a lot of money. What more that can they get? No one. He's still eager to go on in. He does get that inhibit slow on a Stormer, but he's dying and has gone down. Only the Aegis though. DM still waiting the wing, still waiting for this first black hole, but he doesn't have a blink. This is an Aura Enigma. AVULUS able to disengage here with the smoke, as they're quite happy with what they've gotten here. A pretty, you know, not the most spectacular fight in terms of spells casted and everything, but actually a pretty good one and well restrained. Quite measured, really, from AVULUS.
So much mana burn going on. Medusa with Diffusal, Pango with Diffusal, then we have the Tornado EMP. Everyone's just low on mana.
Yeah, it ends up being a really big problem here for the Enigma. And caution here, Winter. Look at this.
I think the black hole is like not really on the top of his agenda right
He will break it. There's going to be the blink initiation in. He gets the Force Staff away, though. That's going to avoid the Stun Strike death. As Heroes, they just get right into that Static Storm. Xibe, he picks up the Luna. It's good enough for the kill onto Ducalis as Xibe trying to TP away. Oh, I thought Crystals might have had him there, but he's going to barely live. So Neko, he loses the 1v1 to DM, as Eki will also lose his to the Amplified Damage Pangolier. A solid trade out from Ducalis, and he knows it. He drops that voice line, and PARIVISION, they continue to move around the map confidently. They're going to look for this tier 2 down bottom.
I mean, quite surprised that they wanted to fight, you know, on AVULUS side. You don't have the egg, you know. I feel like the egg is like your biggest team fighting tool right now, and every time it's down, it's probably just a signal to your whole team to just chill, wait for the egg to come back up before they fight, but they just decided, nope, we don't need the egg. We want to go and kill heroes that we see right away, and they pay a huge price for it, you know, getting 2 heroes killed for that 1 kill on the Disruptor.
Palace sees him here. EMP Pulse actually pushes him away, and this is the problem for Storm.
There's no way he's running.
Out of mana! No way to TP away. He's going to try and just kill this Disruptor now. Actually, no one doesn't really have a lot of right-click damage, but they have more than enough control here to take down the Invoker. Down he goes, the godlike streak. I have to say, man, PARIVISION, they are looking on top of it, Winter, when it comes to their map rotations and generally their macro play, like the way they move around the map, looks good.
I don't know if you caught this, but 9 classes use BKB to kill off the Tormentor.
Oh, I didn't.
I'm sure it was an accident.
Wait. Well, I think he thought he still had his phase boots in his first slot, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's probably true.
Whoops. That's okay. They don't know, right?
Don't swap your slots, everyone.
Careful here. Careful here. Is there BKB ready for Xibe? There is. Might be forced to use it here. Yeah, to avoid the glimpse, indeed. It doesn't feel so good. BKB for BKB. You can see him kind of shaking his head there, but not really much he could have done.
I mean, that means that you're not defending your tower in the mid lane without BKB on Primal.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like a no-go right now.
You got egg. Yeah, I think you're right though. There's just too much casual control and lockdown, right, to ruin his day. I was saying earlier in the draft, I actually really love playing Disruptor into Primal. Just really screw up that hero with your entire kit, pretty much. So.
Yeah, that's why he rushed BKB. I mean, not exactly rush. He built a late meal first.
They go. Oh no. Well, doesn't egg, but he's going to be caught trying to push this tower all the way up into the top lane.
Yeah, they definitely got his number, you know. I think he's like dying way too much.
Mid? Eki? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no way out of this one. DM's at the ready, and ooh, gets the blink out, but only into the river. Eki's not getting out of this one. Oh no, and they get the kill on bottom on the Xibe. That was going to be the Eclipse committed from Crystallis, but a well worthwhile trade, as I believe that BKB on the Primal was still on cooldown. I love that Cliff Ward, by the way, that we just glanced over from PARIVISION. I believe that's the one that set up the kill. You chop down that tree, ooh, you're in business. Love that ward.
Are they going to be able to take advantage right now of the Primal being down for another 20 seconds? Luna doesn't have much mana.
There's a Scotty here on Smiley Knight. You have more levels than Alacrity.
Yeah, it's still not very easy to push high ground against a Medusa at this stage. I mean, they are 13k ahead, but without the Aegis, I think Crystallis doesn't feel comfortable sieging on the high ground, and they don't really have a safe, like a reliable safe, to make sure that he doesn't die if he's hitting a tower. Because you might actually get like bursted. I feel like if you get caught pulverized into an egg combo somehow.
Sure. Yeah, and it's not like you can black hole to try and, you know, save from the pulverize if there's an egg behind, right? That's just not really going to be a game changer for you here. Now, here we see AVULUS. They will smoke out of the base. They have a ward up here, which has scouted no one, I believe, on the wave. So sneaky ward here. The scan doesn't find him.
Wait, how did he not land? I thought he was like on the edge of the...
I don't know. I agree. The dire scan didn't connect either? Excuse me? Scan?
Is it a bug?
We need to get scans checked out. I don't know what's going on with the scanning machine right now. You know, it's like in the grocery store when it's not working. Something's broken here. Look.
Change the battery, Richie.
They change it to self-checkout now on the scan. You know, and that shit just never works. Okay, you always got to call the attendant.
No, and then there's a limit on the self-checkout. Only below 10 items.
Yeah, there's a limit. Yes, sir. Yes, of course I have 10 instances of cabbage. Well, that's fine. I think that's a little bit unfortunate for AVULUS. As, well, PARIVISION were kind of in range to threaten to reinitiate there.
They
but
are smoking
a nice pickoff.
If they find a key kill, that is high ground. Oh no, Seneko.
Seneko. I don't know if he saw him.
I think they saw him?
I think he's dead. Nightclash just walked up to him and they completely destroy him. This is a Medusa in trouble. The buyback instantly great. Manta style gets her outside of at least the kinetic field, but she's in so much more trouble than that. The first black hole of the game, nearly 30 minutes in. That might be just the one they needed.
Yeah, it made sure that the Medusa can't get the Stone Gaze off, so they were able to just burst her from full to zero. That was very, very good catch by PARIVISION. Good wards initially to set up everything. They saw the Medusa. I don't know if the wards saw the Phoenix, but I guess they saw the outpost, and they kind of figured out what the Phoenix was doing there.
And this is trouble. This is going to be trouble. You're against a Luna here. Oh my god, Stormer. He gets glimpsed on back. The snowball save is good. It's onto DM here, actually. As Crimson Pipe pick him up and slam him down. Do we have anything to interrupt this? With the Supernova behind, is this enough damage? Sunstrike connecting. DM pretty tanky thanks to the Crimson. Not tanky enough. He will fall, but Shibe dies for that. No one now beyond godlike here in this game as Soneko. He barely gets away with his life. Stormer! Oh, he gets pulled to safety. He's just fine. Soneko, he's bought back. He's already egged. He might as well die here. Doesn't feel too great for him, of course, especially with the gem. I thought I saw a gem. I think I'm just wrong. Pardon me. That is 3 dead.
He's gonna try to Sunstrike.
Might be ready soon. Ducalis. He'll get home safely.
Oh, he didn't try.
No.
I thought he was gonna try the random Sunstrike or the blind Sunstrike.
It's a pretty good fight, though. Pretty good fight for PARIVISION. I'm not really sure, to be honest, how DM ended up on the high ground there without Black Hole. He seemed a little deep, but ended up getting a lot of damage in still.
He probably felt like he was not really gonna die without Medusa with the Crimson and Pipe, you know. I guess overestimating how tanky he is, but he got busted by the Primals pulverized with Invoker just right-clicking. I mean, this is the thing with Invoker, right? It's not just the spells that hurt, the right-click hurts so much.
All right, yeah. No, it's true. I mean, he didn't go for Gravity Well. He went for Splitting Image Gravity Well, which does increase your tankiness a little bit. I think this one's just better, but it doesn't matter much. Here we go, though. Roshan, I believe it's going to be started by AVULUS. The scan,
they're going to try to sneak it now?
This is risky, though. They've scanned it. I don't know if PARIVISION can get here fast enough. We got tag team. It's on cooldown for a few more seconds, though.
This is too slow.
This is too slow. We'll see everyone in the pit now. All hands on deck now for AVULUS trying to sneak down this Roche. The scan's not going to see PARIVISION. I think Roche is actually going to go down. Yes, indeed. That's Roche number 2. Banner alive.
Can they get out?
Right now from AVULUS, but will they get out for free? Definitely not. No one. He's in. Roll up into Rolling Thunder, and they've caught the Phoenix. No, but the stairs. They actually stop no one from continuing the chain stun, and there's no one else that can reach except for 9class, who's not able to stop at least the Supernova. He is able to focus it down, and that egg is scrambled. Shibe is going to fall next. Eki, he's now down for the count, and they have blown up this Medusa. That's only the first life. Do they have anything for the second life? First, they're going to focus on a Stormstormer. You bet your bottom dollar they have a black hole for the second life, but the tornado downtown from Stormstormer will interrupt. Smiley Knight, he gets off the ulti. DM, he can't turn to face him. They get the kill at least on a 9class, but now Crystallis, he is going to be free to put in the damage. There goes no one. He burns the mana. Ducalis is still alive. He's going to let Crystallis finish the kill as he guarantees this dieback now onto Eki. A blink away. Eki, he'll live, but no one else from the side of AVULUS will. And that ought to honestly pretty much be the game here. PARIVISION, well played.
That was a very interesting interaction between the Lotus Orb on Pango. So Pango was like rolling, and then he got snowballed, and then he had the Lotus Orb on him. So he was reflecting the snowball while being in the Rolling Thunder, you know. So he was still landing the Rolling Thunder damage while in snowball. So that was pretty interesting. I didn't know that actually worked that way.
Lose a fight against Luna, and well, your base is certainly going to be taking a beating. That is the last fortify AVULUS have. Listen until it's a refresh, pardon me. So another 5 minutes until the next fortify is up. 20 seconds until Medusa is back. Buybacks looking pretty slim, although Smiley Knight is pretty close. 400 gold and he's got it. That's a BKB.
Oh, he didn't blink.
damage. Does get them off of the high ground. Careful here, Chrysalis. He's got BKB. Oh, and he does manage to still live as Jibe. He blinks back to safety. No one.
Got the glimpse.
Going for more as Jibe. He's pulled back by the glimpse into the Thunder Roll. Is this going to be enough lockdown? It seems like it. Chrysalis giving chase. Activates the BKB. The Glaive's bouncing 60 HP on the Primal Beast. But most importantly, it's Stormer down for the count. And they're now on top of the Medusa. Disarmed. In trouble. Activates the Stone Gaze. Should make it back to the fountain. As hard as 9 Class tries, but this glimpse, that's not enough mana. Smiley Knight in trouble. Jibe doing what he can. They need more damage. There's the Pulverize on top with the Supernova.
If you have a hero that can just run in and steal the stacks from Beastmaster, it's actually very bad for the Beastmaster's game, you know. So I think that's probably the idea here. They want to be able to contest the stacks of the Beastmaster, because generally you don't really have access to that area. You don't really have the power to go in the Ancients to steal it early, you know. But with Bristleback, you kind of have that in your advantage, you know, in this instance. So I think that might be the idea here, and we'll just have to see if they can actually execute it.
Yeah, we'll see. I like it. I like the idea, honestly. Winter, are you preferring any kind of lineup? Last time he with the safe insurance kind of play. Has PARIVISION's gameplay in game 1
do you
kind
think
of swayed you?
A person that likes insurance is going to change, you know?
That's a good point. You know what? That's a very, very sage point. No, I don't think that they will change. I don't think.
Yep, so I'm going to go with
I think your rates are just going to keep going up, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean,
those insurance.
Better safe than sorry, you know, Richie.
I suppose so. No one checking for a ward. Inconclusive there with Seneko showing. Good job on that positioning. Quick little high five for one another. We will go contesting now.
Nope.
Maybe down bottom. No, seems like this time they're not going to make a mistake on AVULUS. With the Bristle showing, that's going to be a
it was 9
too
Class,
scary.
right? Getting the first blood the last game.
Last time it was, that's correct. Seneko standing on business with that briefcase, doing some good damage now. Yeah, and even dropping a tip on a no one. Who'll be left worse for wear here earlier on.
Yeah, so looking at the lane, so it'll be a mid Invoker against Earth Spirit, so this is pretty much stock standard. Earth Spirit is just gonna try to get as much as they can.
I hate to cut you off there, Winter. We tend to see more Quas Wex, don't we?
Yeah, I guess this game he wants to play around the Raw and the Lion spells. You stun, then you have stun strike, get kills.
Do you think that'll have him lacking a little bit as far as control, or do you think the team's got him covered on that aspect? Like,
I'll tell you that
downside.
It's gonna put a strain in your budget, you know, because Invoker, Exile Invoker, Shadowfiend, Beastmaster, they all want to farm, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
You gotta apply for more budget, you know, whenever you do things like this. And sometimes your opponent just doesn't allow you to get the budget.
And we'll see how it goes here. Quick little D ward there for Seneko. We got Eki. I'm not sure what Eki's trying to do here. Just contesting over this camp control, I guess. Oh, we got the pull off. Fair enough. I'll play to Eki. Have we seen the helm queued up yet for Shibe? I'm sorry, I completely missed on that. Usually you see it queued up pretty straight away. That's Beast. Not yet, just boots.
Do you actually feel like this game I would prefer the Helm build, because you want to like play around your timings with the SF and Invoker. I think if you go for the Aghalim's build, like the game might be a little bit too slow, and you're gonna give like opportunities to the Darkseer plus Earth Spirit, like Iron Shell Earth Spirit running around killing your heroes across the map.
Yeah.
That is like a very, very scary thought, you know, when you think about that.
Look, I certainly agree, but I also don't like... I mean, I guess the Helm of the Overlord really solves that problem, but I also feel like
you get Helm plus the Pipe. I think the Pipe can be a solution against the Darkseer, Iron Shell, and the Earth Spirit spells.
Top lane.
I think.
Seneko, quick little rebound, 9 class, first blood again, 2 for 2, quick tip on a Seneko.
It was Seneko that died as well last game, right? He was the one that read the first blood.
My friend.
That's why they're tipping him again.
9 class, he's quick on the tips, isn't he? But very impressive, we gotta say, on the Marcy in both games so far. Stormer microing to keep his Forged Spirit alive as 9 class playing in the trees up top lane, just looking to be as annoying as possible.
Is he trying to pull the wave, or what is he trying to...
I think he's trying to skip, but there's this range creep here that's making...
He's gonna get the wave. Yeah, that's nice.
Got most of them.
in the meantime, DM is picking up the Lotus, so that's perfect for them. They got everything, Richie. They're happy. I mean, Darkseid doesn't have the most last hits right now. Only 6 last hits and 49s.
He's a little bit unhappy. I'm also a little bit unhappy to see Eki go for the Essence Eater. I'm a big fan of the Fist of Death instead, but I understand the value of Essence Eater in this kind of a game when you have, you know, some mana to be burned, right? Fair enough.
Yeah, especially for Bristleback and Earthspirit, your strength heroes that have small mana pools.
Well, that's exactly
annoying.
Right. A quick little pause here. Nothing too crazy early on. Stormstormer, I think, kind of as expected in the lane with this Exort Invoker, currently sitting at the top of CS 23 and 6. That is compared, what, to the 21 and 1. So once again, no one, like, not too far behind at all, really, is he?
Yeah, but I don't really like the Exort Invoker this game. I think it's actually going to be very greedy. I mean, sure, he's winning his lane now, but in terms of the macro game later, I feel like all 3 cores are gonna want to farm, and it's not very conducive for the draft, you know, when the Invoker is going Exort in this lineup.
Could this just be like a reaction of Stormstormer to kind of think, well, I just can't really match the rotation of this Earth Spirit. Maybe I can just always have that global.
I mean, you don't really have to like match, but you just have to be ready to TP and assist your line. You don't have to like run around first, you know. You just need to wait for the Earth Spirit to move. And 9 class, he's jumping in again. Double Iron Shell.
Lane. Once again,
nice vacuum.
This time it's actually on a Silent Knight. He's going to fall, so Neko will try and fight his way through this one, but even with all that bonus damage, part of me, he will still melt. So this
yeah, that was very nice. The vacuum cancelling the Echo Storm from Soneko, that was so crucial there.
Dude, and they still had that Lotus to play with as well. Another one's just spawned in.
Oh, they might dive.
Wave under tower.
Smiling Knight again. There's a wave coming in.
Quick little replay of that, which we managed to catch. Oh, just of that last death, actually.
Meanwhile,
what do we? Oh, what? They killed Crystallis? That was a Sunstrike. All right, we're in business. Exort Invoker, cha-ching.
Yeah, they're gonna need a lot of those, you know, to make sure that they have enough of gold and XP to go around all their 3 cores. That's a very key kill there, killing off Crystallis. He totally did not expect that, you know. He felt like there's no way he's gonna die. The beast is low, the lion's low, and all of a sudden, bam, you know.
No one. Rotating early, no level 6 quite yet, but unable to catch up to the lion in time. Looked like he's still giving it a thought.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to stay in the lane too much now. He's like having a hard time getting last hits on the lane if he doesn't have kick.
Yeah. Well, top lane still going swimmingly here for PARIVISION, even if they do drop a death down bottom. It's so funny to see this SF hero still very popular as a carry overall. Still very strong. And maybe we're going to get to see a little bit of that. The double raise with that. Actually, I don't know if we have natural order yet on...
Nope.
No levels of natural order yet. That's fine. It's still early.
At 6 minutes, power runes. Spirit's gonna get a haste, so this is big. Somebody's gonna die.
He's going top immediately. Does he have enough mana to really make a difference here? Smiling Knight. Oh, that's a beautiful kick there with the Renonized Soneko to secure the kill. Sunstrike incoming on a 9 class. Actually, kind of a big kill there. And so he will fall. No one know with the double kill. Looks to extend the Magnetize. Looks a second time now as he still with this plenty of HP. Will find Eki underneath the tower. A quick little stun there, but there's still a little bit left now of this haste rune. DM with the Ion Shell collects the kill as Soneko underneath the tower. Oh, Echo Stomp canceled. No way to really stop no one now. Callis with a tip on a Stormstormer. Not sure what that one's about. Seems like we missed something mid.
I think he's tipping the Invoker for being Exort. So he can't...
Just in general.
Yeah, because if you're not Exort Invoker, your Cosplax, right, you can actually react and stop the Earth Spirit from doing this to your side lanes, right? So maybe...
yeah, okay.
So maybe he's saying that to you, oh sure, you can stay in a lane and farm, you have a Midas, but you can't stop the Earth Spirit from killing your side lanes.
Right, I see. You don't have Tornado to purge the haste.
Top tower is under attack.
I mean, I don't know.
Well,
you know, taking a guess, you know.
Sure. I think it's a fair guess. Wisdom runes, I believe. Indeed, they go 1 apiece this time, so we will go even there as we look for the second power rune. Now, that's a fortuitous spawn there for no one, and you can tell he wasted absolutely no time TPing top as soon as he bottled up the rune. You do have a lot more attention being focused up top now.
He just wants to ruin the SF's game, you know, because SF is very vulnerable in the early game. He farms really quickly, but it's very easy to kill him. So as the Earth Spirit, you're definitely like trying to set up kills as much as you can on him. Like you want your supports to like be like placing very deep wards. You see 9 class placing a really deep ward now in the middle area.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna hope it's top. It is bottled regen now for no one. Stun is good on the 9 class ice wall. Stun strike not good enough. Down goes Saneko, and this Magnetize continues to be extended. Vac, just the wall really onto 2, as no one stays alive, activates the regen rune. He's going to eat the stun. The right click from Eki gets the job done, but it is still going to be a team fight victory for PARIVISION.
Imagine
4 heroes to the mid lane.
If that's the Crosswax Invoker, you have already mana burned the Earth Spirit. Like this play would have been very difficult for Earth Spirit because usually you'll be low on mana against Crosswax Invoker. But against Exalt Invoker, then that is not a problem, you know. And now this Earth Spirit is just like, he's doing way too much in the game in the early stages now. Setting up too many kills. They're gonna land a Storm, CB is gonna come in. But our friend Darkseer has a mech, you know. He's pretty tanky.
That he is. That he is. More tips here onto DM now. Sorry, did I miss something in the picture-in-picture? I'm not quite sure. Either way, oh, that's trouble for Saneko, and yeah, he is going to get absolutely melted. Oof, that is tough. Can they actually turn around here? Okay, Roar is on strike. That's good enough. Almost not, but good for the kill onto Ducalis. It'll cost the life of Eki still. No one simply rolling through the ice wall to safety. And that is going to be more kills here for PARIVISION as they strike first. They take down that tier 1 tower. They've got that tier 1 top. Okay. Where's our Beastmaster? Is our Beastmaster safe? Is she all right?
Dire's bottom tower.
Yes, but very poor. Very poor.
Yeah, he didn't do well in his lane, and he kind of was also forced to react to the side lanes because the Earth Spirit was like doing a lot. It's supposed to be the Invoker dealing with the Earth Spirit's pressure in the early game, but because he's Exalt, then Beastmaster kind of felt like he needs to come over and help, you know. That's kind of affecting his own game.
Yeah, you could certainly say that. And I think all this really means, Winter, that this Bristol, sure, he gets sunstriked once in the lane and dies.
If the Bristol gets the stack, I think it's going to be very difficult for the Beast now. I think
this stack. These stacks.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, well, with Ion Shells...
They can't give it up.
Uh-oh, well, do they have a choice?
They have to fight.
Okay, well, here we go. Crystals is pretty low. He will get slept now.
That's right.
We'll wake him up. A rude awakening. Stormstormer's dying to the stack now. Crystallis, he's just going to get in there. A Smiley Knight. He gets off the Requiem. It didn't do anything. It didn't change this course of the fight at all. Stormstormer, he's dying to his own illusion. He's going to make it out alive. Smiley Knight, not as lucky. Death Requiem, not going to change anything here. And the stack, well, hold on. We're still kind of, that's in progress. Eki's going to die as well. A 3 for none. I think the stack went the way of Crystallis here. Bob's your uncle. PARIVISION up 14-4 out of the lanes. Things have just gone swimmingly.
Yeah, that was the Bristleback, right, coming into play. Bristleback against Beastmaster matchup where you can steal his stack. And this is really bad for the Beastmaster right now. He just TP'd to help the side lane get a kill on the Raw, so he hurt his own game. And then when he came back to his lane, he got his stack stolen, you know, so there's like really very little way of the Beastmaster coming back into the game. He's like so far behind. He's lowest among all the costs, even lower than the Marcy right now.
Yeah, Marcy just stole a stack. Marcy just stole a stack. That's the point we're at right now. Our map split is like 70-30.
Yeah, I mean, your Invoker has Midas and Boots of Travel, Richie. That's about it. He's top net worth. But at what cost?
Top net worth? Certainly 9 class isn't. Yeah, I think he'd be a little crazy to go there, but he can be a little loco now. Winter, he's got the rest of the team smoked behind him.
If they kill Stormstormer here,
AVULUS, the Stormstormer, he's gonna get initiated on. They've dusted him already. No point trying to hide there. Ezeki, he's trying to get out of this one. Unfortunately, they changed our Spirit Stormstormer. That's just not how he works anymore. Invulnerable in the role, despite a really good deafening blast. DM sticking on top of the line. A quick little vacuum here. A nice double stun now. Will make him work for it, but really, a big kill has already been gotten. This is just kind of the sideshow as he dodges a second time now, but has ultimately no way out. 16-4, 12 minutes in. This is a one-sided game.
Yeah, unfortunately for AVULUS, they're gonna have to try to. I think you need to have. You need to try to secure your ancient stacks right away. You need to bring the numbers. Just put orbs, sentry. Make sure you at least have this triangle to farm. You know, they can't really farm everywhere across the map. You know, I mean, just let the invoker do his own thing with travels. Then everyone else has to kind of defend their ancients. You know, this is their only safe haven. If they can't even farm the ancients, there's no way they play this game.
I mean, and it's looking difficult. It's just looking difficult. This SF, he's starting to fall off a little bit as well. Beast, at least he's finding a little bit of farm, but you just know it's not really been a good Beastmaster game.
He was queuing up the helm. He was queuing up the helm, and then the game went so bad, he just like decided, okay, now this is not working. I need the X.
Okay. Okay. Aki just picked up 3 darn bounty runes. He just doubled his net worth here, basically. That's how long PARIVISION had been on the enemy side of the map. Oh, goodness. Another smoke here from PARIVISION. The scan is going to get them through into the triangle. But no one from AVULUS dares to step onto this side. It is looking lethal.
Well, they have to try and maybe sneak a Roche. I think their lineup is pretty good at doing that with the SF and Beastmaster.
Okay, that's a good point.
I think once you get your air games, you can maybe try and do it, and hopefully the Radiant side hasn't already killed it with the Bristleback.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Seems like Eki's making, yeah, indeed, he's making the trip to the other side of the map.
And it's so sad, right, when you have to just run around the corners of the map and just play sports, and there's nothing much you can do. I mean, he's gonna get a wisdom rune, so that's very nice for him.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you know,
I mean, the downside of the game is right now you're also playing against a partner, right? So partner's taking all your towers, so you're losing map control very, very rapidly.
You are. Bristol continues to farm extremely comfortably. No one is farming very comfortably. Marcy is farming very comfortably. Like, it's gonna feel like you're playing against 3 cores here. And I actually really like this Marcy support because 9 class, he's almost got BKB already. Look, they're even giving him a stack.
Holy!
I mean, he's gonna basically be like a 4th core, right?
I mean, he's kind of like the biggest physical damage, you know, with the BKB.
Ooh, what a roll-in from no one. Jibbe in the vicinity. There's the surge, but that is a very fast fish now. Fluke or not. A nice spell cast there by no one with the Rolling Thunder. Rolling Boulder, pardon me, gets the kill. Dude, he's popping off on this Earth Spirit.
Making all the right moves, utilizing the Ion Shell. I think the Ion Shell was like a very, very crucial spell in the first like 10 minutes, like helping the Earth Spirit snowball in the game.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a rock star now, basically. I get it. He's got rocks.
Is he like the drummer?
No, I think he's a bassist. He strikes me as a bit of a bassist. Smiley Knight. Oh my. Oh, wow. Okay, he makes it out alive, but just barely. And, well, I don't know if the same can be said of this tower. So much damage. Pugna is here as well. They even fortify. Sleep's a good move, kind of. Ideally, you just want to sleep the wagon, let the tower focus the other creeps or something, but it's just so hard. We're looking already for these kinds of plays to be made, Winter. What are we looking for? We're looking for some kind of Roar Sunstrike pickoff play onto like a
Before we go there, right,
kill him with that? Okay.
Can I ask you about the double win lace on Elder Titan? I know I'm supposed to tell you why, right? But I don't know why.
I also am not sure why. Maybe, hold on, let me check real quick. Yeah, I'm not sure why. They don't stack, obviously. Maybe he was gonna go for, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on.
Jump and win lace, right? Then he preemptively bought double win lace.
Yeah, maybe he was gonna go Solar Crest Tranquils, so he just bought both of them at the start, you know?
Unfortunate.
Yeah, bit unlucky. Maybe he got it from the shovel, right? We didn't see it. Maybe he dug it up.
Yep. nobody saw what happened, so...
Careful mid. Careful mid there. No, it's totally fine. It's just Bristle's just actually way too big. But hold on. We talked about maybe if Earth Spirit was the drummer. It's actually the Beastmaster. He's the drummer. Drums of Slum online, ready to go. Won't save this tier 2 tower. I mean, in fact, it won't save any of the tier 2 towers because that's the last one on the map. 18 minutes in. Tormentors haven't even spawned in.
I think they should just try to steal Roche with the drums, you know, the algorithms on the beast. They need to find a way into the game. I think Roche is like the most reasonable way back into the game for AVULUS.
No, I mean, look, I see that. I think that's a hard call for them to make when they lost the last game.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when you're so far behind, right, you need to take some risk in the game. You know, you can't expect to play safe, and you know, hopefully your enemy is gonna hand you an opportunity on a silver platform.
I mean, look,
here we go, BKB.
Holy moly, that's a BKB activated, 9 class, finger in death. He's totally fine. Position
that was like out of spite, he fingers him.
Oh, wow. That's stuff he didn't even...
You have BKB, I don't care, I'm still fingering you.
I just hope it didn't last long enough, but of course that was the 9-second BKB for 9 class. Doesn't get a kill though. So the high ground hold, I mean, it's pretty darn good, that is, until nobody's got a BKB and amplify damage at all. Oh my god, someone call the police! There's a home invader. No one. Okay, he's missed on the roll. Honestly, pretty big whiffs here from PARIVISION. Those are 2 9-second BKB.
Yeah.
You didn't get anything out of them.
It's a huge deal, you know. Their lineup is very, very mid-game based, you know. They have to really hit the timing and try to end the game, you know. If they don't end the game, if they don't get a decisive advantage, eventually the SF Beastmaster Invoker, they're just going to outscale, you know.
Yeah.
You have a Boost of Travel, Midas Invoker with Octarine Core, so the Midas is going to be coming off cooldown faster. Then you have SF, then you have Beastmaster with Aghanim's farming. This is not a lineup where you want to give the time to them to farm.
Look, we've seen SF down in the food street down bottom for like 5 minutes straight, pretty much. He's just been going back and forth, visiting all the food stalls.
5 minutes? I think the last 10 minutes, you know, he's been just ordering nasi lemak, chendol.
Bit of suyok, bit of chicken rice, you know, some cham. He's hitting up all the vendors there. Hold on, 9 class. It's on strike into the stun from Fog of War.
That's a very big kill. 700 gold.
50 gold. What the?
Yeah.
Hold on. Are they going to try down bottom? Look at them. PARIVISION, they seem like so hard stuck on just looking for something in the base.
They're going to kill the Tormentor. They're going to steal the Tormentor, Richie.
Are they?
I mean, honestly, there's a Bristol back with Ghoul. I'm sure they're going to get it eventually. Actually, never mind. With the ET Spirit, I guess it's too annoying.
Yeah, ET Spirit's the biggest, like, anti-objective in the game.
What? ET Spirit is an anti-objective. That's the first time I've heard that.
Well, he's like delays. Remember back in the Roche Pit days? Oh, no. Yeah. You just can't TP away from an Earth Spirit, unfortunately, with max roll. That's just not happening. Big kill on a Stormer.
No, cool. At least he died like so far away from his base, right? So it's gonna take some time before they move over.
I mean, it doesn't change much when you got a... I mean, that's just your support. He's got a darn gem. I almost cursed. He's got a darn gem. That was Soneko's gem. Daylight robbery. 10k net worth lead. Crystallis, I mean, if we had a heat map of him, he would just be Ancient, Tier 3 Tower, Tormentor, Ancient Area. Just... He hasn't even moved. This guy, the laning stage hasn't even ended for him. He's been down bottom the entire game. They haven't been able to boot him from the bot lane, Winter.
Yeah, mind you, when you say Ancients, it's the enemy Ancients. I'm pretty sure he hasn't gone back to his side of the map to farm his own Ancients.
No, he has never left lane. He has never left lane. You've heard the Gork never leave lane as 5.
Talk about an extended
he never leaves lane as core.
Oh, BKB pop, no one.
Yeah, they're gonna go in. They want the Lion. Eki, he's already used the stun, so he is minced meat here. By the way, I mean, this is Ducalis, who is just tearing apart your buildings. Crystallis gets the job done. They're chasing for more. Smiling Knight, I don't know if he's got BKB or really much to stop him. They didn't even use the pipe. I mean, BKB's used there, sure, but that is a bottom lane of barracks, and now finally Crystallis, he can set his sight elsewhere. He no longer has to only stay in the bottom side of the map. I mean, they made the map so much bigger here.
He is gonna stay bot for the rush, Richie.
Okay, fair enough. But surely after that, he will move on.
Oh,
wait, hold
okay.
on. AVULUS,
This might be the fight.
they're reading this. They are reading this. Lion, he's the odd man out. He's coming through the gate. The anti-objective Earth Spirit. We'll see what it'll turn into. I think they've caught him up there, actually. What's going on here? DM.
What is happening?
I'm
Skating?
not sure. He's struggling. Wait, down bottom, they're kicking off that fight, though. I see a tornado. I see Crystallis' health popping. Eki's trying to get through the gate. Not sure if that's going to be allowed. Crystallis
Stormer's down.
No, they got Stormer. He's just dead. BKB Hector from 9 class, he's just way too darn big. Eki, he finally gets through the gate. Oh no, DM, he comes through, but he's immediately terrorized. But that's not really going to change much, is it? Eki, he's going to die now. Smiley Knight's getting tipped in the middle of the darn fight, so Neko, it can't get anywhere. Smiley Knight's farming couriers. Down he goes. That's 4 dead just like that. 24 to 5, Winter.
This has to be it.
Whew.
That has to be it. I mean, they tried a last-ditch effort. It almost kind of worked out in the end. Like, PARIVISION just did the right thing there, backing off on the rush, not committing, and just going back and just waiting to see what's going to unfold, you know, what the opponents are going to do. And in the end, that was the right call, you know. They were patient, they waited, and AVULUS kind of committed, and they got punished.
Yeah, I mean, like, 9 class just finding the man, finding his mark with the minus armor of the Goose. Smiley Knight just tough, just a really tough fight. And in fact, I don't want to say he got lucky there, but that was so close to not even getting off that Requiem either. That geomagnetic grip was just a quarter second late from no one. And now he's going to be TPing in. He doesn't have any souls. No one, at least, is not eager to go diving too hard. 9 class sure is. Stuck in the ice wall now. They burn a bit of the mana. He gets out, though, with the rebound as Crystallis with the tag team doing and returning as much damage as possible. Activates the Acceptor, Hex, Glimmer Cape up. Do they have trouble on the high ground? Sunstrike into the regen now from the life drain. The jump in, a 4-man vacuum. Oh, the damage. Oh, it's overwhelming now. AVULUS, they've lost all 5 heroes, and that is GG. Holy moly.